Welcome, everyone, to the Schmucker Security Podcast. Tonight's guest is Reign of Z. They're a musical group, a band that I've been following for a while, and I've been talking to the lead singer for almost a year now. And tonight, I have the entire band together to be able to talk to and see what their future holds for them, see where they came from, how they got to where they're at. So let's jump into this. Welcome to the show, guys. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Thanks for having us.
I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to jump on and talk to me. Let's start with you, Z. Why don't you introduce yourself and then pass it on to whoever you want to, and tell us a little about you.
Sure, we'll just make it easy. I'll go meet Eric Grayson Berg. So I'm Zosha. I'm the lead vocalist of Reign of Z, and we became a band in 2018. Do I have that timeline correct?
Sure.
He said sure. And we've been heavily touring for the past 3.5 years, and I will pass it over to dun dun dun.
I'm Eric. I play drums.
How long have you been playing the drums?
Since I was 17. So not too long, about 5 years.
So are you enjoying the tours, being a drummer? I know
and I'm new. I joined like a year and a half, 2 years ago. Yeah, around 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I joined. Yes, I have a lot of fun on the tours. I think I have more fun than anyone else.
I think that's true.
But Grayson is a close second, and that is the segue to
Rasan.
Yeah. I'm Grayson. I play guitar in Reign of Z. And I also joined the band about 2 years ago.
Nice.
How you doing, man? I'm Berg. I play bass and do all the other fun stuff.
How long have you been in the band?
Since the inception.
Mm-hmm.
Since the inception. Nice. So, considering that the other two are relatively new, they've been there for a couple of years, but like they said, they're relatively new to the group. Being together, have you been? Are you all comfortable with each other? Because you know how the bands in around the world always have, little issues inside, but overall, do you guys get along when you're together?
Eric, I'll let you answer that one.
yeah. We got a pretty diverse group, so it makes it a lot of fun. I have fun anyway. I'm sure they would say otherwise, but
It's not true.
I enjoy the shit that I say and do.
No, man, we survive tours and we keep coming back for more, so we all work well together.
Yeah, and I think like us being adults, we know when each other needs space, and like on our off days and stuff, we're able to break up and do our own thing. So I think it's just like respecting people's space and knowing like when they need to be alone and when to bother them. I don't know. What do you think, Grayson?
Yeah, I think we all work together pretty well.
That's a good thing to hear. Doing a security for a multitude of different things, I've been around a lot of different bands, and one of them is you guys' friends. You guys know the Almas.
Yes, we do.
I just had them on the show last week, and their show gets aired tomorrow. So I got to hang around them all night when I got to work with them at a show in Ohio. And that's actually how I got to follow you guys. Was she was talking about your band, and she goes, yeah, just, you should look up Z and check her out. She gave me your Facebook, and I looked you up, and I've been following you guys ever since.
Well,
And I'm waiting for you to get closer where I can come and see you guys, because your shows that I have seen looks phenomenal. I'm just, you guys have a unique outlook on the music that you perform, and you do it with a sense of style that's your own. And you're very welcome, because like you've heard Almas. They've got their own style, and I don't want to put nobody in a category like rock and alternative and all that. What you guys and what the Almas do and what a few other bands that I follow do, I call that being unique. It's a unique category, because you guys have a different flow on different songs. You have a whole different way of doing things. And that's why I wanted to get you on my show, because I wanted to share. I've shared your stuff so many times, but I wanted your insights on where people ask me, who's that band that you just posted? And I tell them, and they're like, man, they rock. Where can I find more of their stuff? And I try to share everything I can, your links, your website, everything I can, because I want people to see you guys, so you guys grow and get more gigs and more venues to open up to you, because people need to hear it. So
We appreciate that. Thank you.
Where are you out of?
I'm from Indianapolis.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
We've been to Indianapolis a couple times.
yes, and every time you've came here since I've been, I don't think you came here once while I was following you, but I had a security show. Came here in I think it was October or September, and it was at the Emerson Theater, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Twice. Have we played that
I had missed that by 3 days. I was trying to get off this gig, and I couldn't get off of it, and I was like, well, they'll
Okay,
be back.
that show definitely needed some security that night.
I know. I've tried my damnedest to get on at shows at the Emerson. They just won't do it.
Yeah,
We need to hit the other night.
I watched a guy get slammed up against our vehicle, and his crack pipe fell out and hit the ground and broke everywhere because he didn't want to get searched at that show.
Oh yeah, you're on the east side of Indianapolis. That happens.
Yeah.
So tell us where you guys get your inspiration for your songs, and when you get a song, do you already have a music, or do you come up with the song and then come up with the music?
Hannah, go ahead, Zoe.
Well, I was gonna say, I think that's so we all come from different backgrounds as far as music is concerned, and if you want, I can let everybody touch on where their background's from. But as far as where the music is birthed from, I usually get a concept in my head of what I need to talk about, or as Berg likes to say, my therapy session. So I usually have to stew in that for a while. And then me and my producer will bounce lyrics off of each other. And depending on the music and what I feel is appropriate for the environment, kind of bursts the song. But segueing into, I think what's cool about this collective is, we all come from such different backgrounds, and I'll let Eric say where he comes from, his influences, your drumming. You got
Everything.
okay.
I know that's general, but everything.
Do you have a favorite drummer?
I've got a couple: Chris Penny, Ginger Baker, and Animal from the Muppets.
I have an original animal out there on my porch. One of the actual puppets out there on my porch.
Nice.
Yeah, I collect all kinds of different weird stuff. So, all right, let me ask this question since we're talking drumming for a minute. Do you know who Jen Ledger is?
Who?
Jen Ledger from Skillet.
I've heard of the band Skillet.
Their drummer's a female, and she is she's my favorite drummer out of everybody that I've followed for years. So go check her out. She's got a way that she does things that I like to see, that I've seen and noticed in other people's music. So I just thought I'd ask and see if you knew who she was.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check her out.
Croissant.
Definitely.
I play folk music at home, so
You can play them.
No, I mean pop punk too. Mostly folk and pop punk. So, typically, like if I just kind of get a mood that I want to write in or whatever, I just try to, for stuff like this, I just kind of fiddle around on guitar and I'll just be like, oh, this sounds like a nice little riff. Let me see what I can bounce off of this.
Let me record that ditty.
Yeah.
I like that. And what about you?
Baird.
Me?
Yeah.
I use one string.
Oh my God, stop.
Just
No,
ride that
Jack.
E
I
string.
just ride that E string the whole time. No, I'm
Yeah,
joking.
but you come from technical.
No, I come from a lot of. It's same as Eric. I come from a lot of things.
So-
If I'm in Canada, my favorite bass player is Geddy Lee.
Okay, when you guys go to a studio and you're getting ready to do some music together, have you ever just been in there and just done something on the fly before? Like created something right there while you're just hanging out?
No, we did. We do it live every now and then, but no, not really.
Well,
Studio time's expensive,
Yeah, time is
Yeah.
money. Whenever
and
it
it's
comes
not
to
really
studio.
a good idea to go, "Hey, buddy,
I have this idea.
and we all
let's
live
play that again."
we all live in different states, so I think that gives people a misconception. So me and Berg are in the same state, but Grayson and Eric are not in the same state, so we have to write and bounce ideas a little bit differently.
Okay,
The
that's
interwebs makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
very true.
No.
All right, let's lead into tell me your where you guys are going right now. Like I know you're on a tour,
Yeah.
and tell our viewers who you're touring with, where you guys are currently going to, and what the future holds for you.
Well, we're on a run with Divide the Fall right now. We play Teaneck, New Jersey tomorrow night. And
Laughing.
then we're out on the road covering all the way down. I did that on purpose, Eric.
He's dying.
I mispronounced Teaneck, New Jersey. I call it Teaneck just to mess him off.
He's
But no, but we're out until June 3rd, covering the East Coast and back up in some Midwest. We're not getting to Indiana, but
I noticed that on the flyer.
yeah, we're getting home. We're getting home June 3rd. We're home for 6 weeks, and then we're back out. I guess I can talk about it. 'cause
Yeah, I mean
did
they
release
announced
today.
it. Just the one part.
But yeah, then we're back out. We're doing Rockfest up in Wisconsin.
I seen something posted about that.
Yeah, we're doing Rockfest, but we're also doing a tour with Kazaa, band from Japan.
Nice.
We're doing a 2-week run with them, and then another.
And we're also going to the studio.
Yes, and we got another 2-week, 2.5 week where we're covering all the way through the middle of the U.S. Out to Arizona, up through Las Vegas, up to Washington. Sorry, I'm not sure of the city, but then back over to Wisconsin on August 18th, where we're playing a charity festival for veteran suicide prevention called Rock to Stop.
Alma's mentioned Rock to Stop. I'm currently, I've been talking to the promoters trying to come out there and do photos or security or something.
Okay, yeah.
I think we're playing the same night as the Almas too.
yes,
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be
Yeah.
sweet. So, where do you guys want to see your future go to?
Make money.
Yeah. more tours, just keep growing and just having that success, whether what that looks like to people, it is what it is, but as long as you're seeing growth, you're doing something right.
Very true.
A place of enlightenment and esoteric well-being.
Oh, you're doing a retreat at the Buddhist Club.
Say something positive.
I
Yes.
love that.
Get your
I do have a motivational quote for today.
Oh, here we go.
Okay,
Would you like to hear it?
sure.
You can be replaced. Remember that in any line of work.
That is very true. I like that one.
It's work. It's motivation. It'll get you to do just enough to not get fired, and that's all it takes in America. Welcome to the new world.
Right. That's good stuff. Yeah, I can see why you guys. But why he says he has fun. I'd have fun with him on tour.
Listen, there's half the stuff that I wish we could share online that we cannot share, but it is funny up in here.
It seems like it is.
It is. We laugh a lot, which I think is super important when you're doing something really difficult night after night.
I can agree with that. Like you and I have been talking for a while, and you know I'm doing a movie,
Yes.
and you've given me
Yeah?
permission.
What
Yes.
genre?
Horror.
Can you say online, or do you have to meet?
It's Jason in Indianapolis, a Friday the 13th tribute. It's a horror flick. It's a fan film, but it's something for me to be able to do because I can't get no acting jobs around Indiana. It's nearly impossible. So I decided to do it, and Crystal was telling me at one time that I should reach out and talk to some people from the Almas about getting some songs in my film. And I went to her record producer, and we're still talking. But Z gave me permission to use one of her songs, your guys' songs, Ignite.
Okay.
And
Oh,
I wanted to ask how you would like for me to portray that in the movie. Because I've gotten to talk to some other people, but I was waiting till a particular moment to ask how you wanted me to portray that.
Right, Eric.
It really, as long as we can still get our 15%, it doesn't. You can do it however you want, buddy.
That was good shit.
Look at that. Look at that face. that's
A verbal contract is a contract, so
that's
I'm
a
just saying.
poker face.
yeah, I mean,
My aunt's a lawyer.
yeah.
Well, you know how some movies, you'll get like a little small snippet of the song, and then you don't get it no more until maybe the end, or you have to get the soundtrack.
Yeah. Well, what kind of are there action scenes?
Oh yeah, I'm getting ready.
Are there any gratuitous sex scenes?
No, not in this one.
Wait,
Could you like throw a little flash? You know, like in Fight Club when Homeboy worked at the movie theater
splicing it
and he would splice in the little pictures of the dicks and shit. And like when kids are watching the movie, that's all you got to do. Just throw it in. Don't even let them know. You know what I'm saying? Be creative, bro. That's how you get attention.
Well, I could put it in with the hooker scene while they're getting it on in the car.
Well, I thought you said there's no that's
No. There's no sex scenes. You just start seeing them, and then all of a sudden, Jason appears, and the rest is boom, boom, boom.
yeah.
Well, there you go.
That's Eric's. What just happened?
I have no clue,
Grayson's
but balloons
man
are
in,
flying.
No, sorry, he was applauding. We got
Is that what that is?
I guess.
I think Grayson's made in the effect. Clap again, see what happens.
I'm just holding the phone. I'm not doing anything.
Nothing.
I don't know
What
where
was that
came
little
from.
clap you just did? Was that even a clap? I've seen seals on TikTok that clap better than that, bro. Come on. There you go.
Hey.
All right, the clapping doesn't work. It must just
No.
be something like it or something, I guess.
I don't know. That was good stuff.
That's funny.
Well, I will use that in that scene just for you.
Thank
Yes.
you. There you go.
Just for you.
hey, if he's lighting them on fire, go ahead.
Yeah. Or if they light a cigarette, time it up right.
Okay, I can because I shoot that scene this Saturday.
Yeah.
If we have to keep on giving you more information, our percentage is going to go up. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, it's hovering towards 25. So easy, buddy, easy. We can only give you so many bones. You know what I'm saying? That's just, and this is just management. It's not us. We're not like that. But you know, management is going to make us do that. So I'm just trying to protect you. You know.
I'll do you guys justice. Don't worry.
Man, I appreciate
And
it.
this is why sometimes we get interviews and sometimes we don't.
Hey, you guys are welcome. If you ever want to come back on again, I would definitely love it. Especially we have a longer time frame to just sit and kick it with whatever.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for all four of you to be together so I could have this opportunity to talk to you guys and be able to share with everyone how you guys came to be and where you're going. At the end of the video, I'm gonna post a song that you guys, something that I like of your collective, to bring the video in and take the video out, and then I'll put all your links and everything in there for people to come and check you guys out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I very much appreciate it. And the minute I can get to a show, unless I can get on that rock to stop, I'll be at wherever you guys are at next time.
Listen, like I told you, we could have used you the other night for security. My goal is to get a budget eventually where we can travel with a security person.
Well, I'm always here. And if you ever need a photographer for something, I'm doing that too. So
Awesome.
I'm here. I appreciate it.
No, we appreciate you taking an interest and being passionate about our music. Thank you.
Of course. You
I'm
guys,
not carrying shit. You can help, like you can help drum tech.
There
You can help
you
me
go.
carry shit, guitar tech. You know, it's called stage. Just
Working?
yeah, stage tech, stage hand, whatever.
stagehand. Yeah, I've done that.
Just carry our shit for us.
That's part of on my website, that's part of my stuff. Load in, load out, set up, tear down, drive, escort, run, whatever needs to be done. Meet and greet, all of it. I do it all.
Okay.
So I
We'll
want
have
you
our
guys to,
people get in touch with your people.
sounds good to me. Oh, well, I'm already in touch with your people. She's sitting right beside you.
I'm just saying, you got to edit this out. I was just trying to make you look like you had levels of shit you had to go through. You know? I'm trying to make you look bigger, and you're like shooting it down, man. I'm giving you shit here, and you're not. All right, man. Okay. All right. I get
See, that's where I need to get with y'all for the whole day, because I could kick it with him all day. He's yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Eric is funny. Eric
I
is
said-
really funny.
I
And
see why
Eric
he
is
let you know
crazy.
what. When I see you guys, I'm gonna give you my animal when I see you guys.
You hear that, Eric?
All right.
Next time whenever I can get to one of your shows, I'm gonna bring Animal with me and I'm gonna give him to you.
Oh,
That'll be
Thank you.
epic.
Eric has animal tattooed on him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
right
got a
on.
big one on my ribs.
Nice. You have to show me that when I come see you guys.
Okay.
I'm an artist. I
If you subscribe to my
tattoo too.
OnlyFans, you can see it on there.
Oh no. Nope. I'm not getting on OnlyFans. My wife would kill me for that.
Just $5.99.
It's just $5.99, bro.
Yeah, I'm okay. That'd be kind of weird. A man looking at another man's OnlyFans. It's a little bit too strange. Yeah.
24. Do what you got to do.
We
I
don't
know. There's no
we don't-
judgment, buddy.
we don't question. We just
No,
let-
that's what I was saying. I agree. There ain't no question in there. But for me, it'd look a little strange if people saw me getting on OnlyFans on a man's page. They'd be like, "Hey, what you doing, man?"
Just tell them you're recruiting for Diddy.
Jesus God.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
That was a fire one.
That was a good one. That was off the cuff. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
I should be a fucking comedian or
I
something.
know.
You are.
Yeah, you ought to warm the crowd up before you guys go on stage. You ought to go out there and do a little.
We'll get kicked out.
We will literally get kicked out.
He said no, we get kicked
No.
out.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to help the band, not
We're
hurt
not.
the band.
Gonna-
We got Despite what you think, I'm very controlled right now.
We got him stated a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, we dated him all afternoon just for this.
Yeah.
So, well,
You did you say.
I
Yeah.
sedated myself, but they enabled me. They turned a blind eye.
They said, hey, yeah, go ahead, get it on.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my ADD medicine I got to take, you know.
You and Berg Bros.
I appreciate you guys coming on again.
No, thanks for having us.
Of course. You guys stay safe while you're on the road.
Thank you.
And yep. And as soon as I find out that you're near me, I'll get in touch with you and we'll square things away and maybe take some pictures and maybe do a little interview before or after the show even while
That'd be
we're live.
awesome. I love that, yeah.
Yeah, before preferably because we're all sweaty messes, you know.
Oh yes, I know. God, yes.
Yeah, I'll have to dry my head for like a half an hour
Or
just to
got
get
yelled
this
after being
shine.
too shiny.
Right?
Yeah, I get too shiny and stuff before show, after show. Yeah.
I just think we need to switch waxes.
Hey, but you also got the beard, man. So you got double duty. You got a head to take care of and a beard to take
I
care
know.
of.
It's a lot.
I got more product for this thing than I ever did whenever I had this.
Hey, mine won't grow real well, so I just keep it small.
That's okay. That's why
That's what she said. Oh shit, that was a good one. Holy shit, I'm on fire. Oh god.
Oh,
Oh, okay, I'll be quiet. I'm sorry.
well, I appreciate it again. It's almost 30 minutes here, so
Yeah.
I want to thank all of you. One more
Thank
time.
you for having us, man, taking interest in us, and we appreciate you. And next time we come around Indianapolis, we'll let you
Give me
know.
a shout.
Will do. I appreciate that, and I look forward and keep following you guys. I keep track of where you guys go because I see Raina Z and Z back there. You guys, both pages always are posting everything you guys are doing. So I follow and know where you guys are at, and when the new music comes out, and I'll keep track.
Got to keep my stalkers intrigued. Joke. Not towards you.
Yeah, the one closest to you can't. He could be a stalker, but everybody else, like some of the stuff that you've posted about and ranted about, I'm totally in agreement with that. You know why I've got you here on that. Let me touch that real quick.
Yeah.
People always assume, and I've worked around celebrities for the last 2 years now, musicians. I just left Jeff Matt Hardy down in Evansville with Jerry the King Lawler doing a show down there. I hung out all weekend with him. So I know how when a female and a male are in the industry all together, no matter what you're doing. But when you're in the industry in the public's eye, you guys are just like everybody else. You go home, you cook your own food, you take your trash out, you paint your house, you do your yard work, and then you get on the road and you take a trip and you put music out.
That's right.
But when people see a female on stage, they don't take into account that you're just like an actor and a wrestler and a DJ. You're a character. You're a persona for your music. That's not always, in point in case, who you are in real life. And like you've touched on before, you get so many rude and perverted derogatory comments that you were sick of it. You blew up on that post talking about how people just don't take into account that I'm this on stage. This isn't who you are in person, and what we do on stage we don't do off stage. And I wanted to touch that because I wanted you to say how that makes you feel when people look at you and they say the wrong thing that they shouldn't have said because they think they see what you're doing and what you're singing and how you're your dance moves and all that, and all you're moving around. Okay, cool. Well, what? And they step out of line.
Well, like I said, Sam, it just happened to me the other night. I think when you don't ask for somebody's permission, and I think when you treat somebody as if they're your toy, I think it causes a lot of like anger and fear. Like the other night when this guy kept trying to ask me if he could hold me, and he groped me. It makes you feel very powerless, very very fearful. And I'm glad you brought this up, because I want to give Divide the Fall a big shout out, because Ethan and his crew basically like stopped the show to ask if this guy would be escorted out, and Divide the Fall would not take this guy's money and sell merch to him because he was acting so inappropriate. And I think that's really cool, because when you go on tour with people, you don't know if they're gonna tell you to suck it up and deal with it, or if they're gonna have your back, and they definitely had my back. And that was a really cool thing for them. And obviously my guys are always,
It always happens while we're
they're never around when
Was that the show?
split second.
Was that the show you said you needed that security was needed at?
Oh, literally, we walked out. We were carrying stuff out, and this guy literally made his way over and did that while none of us were around.
Waited for us to watched and waited for us to leave.
Because if you ever seen The Dirt, the Motley Crue movie,
Yes.
yeah, I want to have that Nikki Sixx moment one day, and I don't care. Because you don't disrespect her. She is the same as everybody else. She is a musician, and she does it better than others. But at the end of the day, it's just uncalled for.
It is.
If anybody's watching this, just to let you know, if you send her a dick pic, she shares it with the rest of us.
So please quit fucking and
So
sending
please
them.
quit sending them, or we're just gonna have at the end of the year dress up in tuxedos and do a live stream and fucking rate your dick pic
Yes.
Yeah.
and put your face right beside it.
And we are very we're not nice about it.
Yeah, we're pretty brutal.
We are brutally honest.
You should be.
I don't
mean,
want to
that's
see no
true.
trace of the herpes, bro.
Yeah, and
That shit leaves a lump.
yeah. And
Yeah,
don't send a pic with a cock ring. That just means you can't handle your own shit. It's happened. Don't send me a friend request after you send her a dick pic, because I'll send you your dick pic back to you. It's happened. It's happened, Sam.
happened.
Like I'm speaking from
Bart.
experience. It is what it is, but it's the nature of the beast, and unfortunately, it's a sick nature of the beast. I don't understand it now. Somebody likes a photo online. It's like, I bet this gets their attention. Oh, wow. How many times has that worked for you, bud?
Exactly. See, like you guys say, all three of you guys weren't around. See, that's something that when I do security, if even with females that aren't part of my job description, because I work conventions a lot, so like I did one with some wrestlers 3 times now, and one of them wrestlers was a female, but she wasn't part of my stuff. But she was getting ready to go out to her car by herself, and the fans are all out in the parking lot moving around, and I'm like, I had nothing to do, literally. I'm like, you need to walk out to your car? She goes, yeah, I'm just waiting till the crowd dies down. I said, come on, let's go. You want to get out of here? Let's go. I'll take you out there. And I walked her to her car. A couple people tried to approach. I'm like, hey, man, convention's over. She's going home. Leave her alone. Get away. Go on. And if I'm allowed to be, I get a little physical if you don't listen. I'll be like, hey, man, back on up. Leave them alone. And I do that I would do that with you guys too. If you're like, after the show, you go out back and there's people out there, and you be like, hey, we just want to get in the car and get back to the hotel, get back to wherever. And that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let nobody get near you guys. And that's the one thing that I started this for is, like you said, security's not needed at places, because people don't realize you come out of your time, even though you get booked, you're making some money, and you're doing something that realize it, do it. When you can't do it without security, it becomes a problem.
Well, it's gotten to the point now since, 2018. I can literally look out in the crowd and say, yep, right there, that one, watch them. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I'm a roamer. I usually have two guys with me, or one guy with me when I come to a show, because it's just me, because I haven't built myself up yet. I haven't been able to get enough to get a genre of people. So my other guy that comes with me, he usually is a stationary guy. And then I work with the house security, if any. But I'm also one that always makes sure every aspect of the whole venue is covered. I walk around, I look for the stuff, because I don't want any problems anywhere. Somebody smoking when they shouldn't be smoking, someone vaping when they shouldn't be vaping, someone in an area without a wristband or a laminate, the people sneaking backstage, all that stuff. I walk everywhere and I check everybody's stuff, because you guys and everybody that's in that situation doesn't need to be bothered unless you guys want to be bothered. That's why there's meet and greets and there's no meet and greets. That's the persona for that. And when you guys go outside to your cars and back to the buses and back to wherever, you're done. The fans should leave you alone. It's nice to be able to get that now and then, but a lot of times you guys are tired. You just drove 18 hours. You got a few hours of rest, and you just spend 2 hours on the stage. I'm done. I want to go home.
Yeah.
And people need to know that. They really need to know that you guys will meet and greet with fans. You'll talk with them, but when we're done and we're at our cars, leave them alone. Just, give them space. Catch them on the next show, because you don't know what it takes to be on that stage. People don't realize. They hear the music, but they don't take into account what you guys do to get to that point. They just think you just showed up like they just showed up.
No, yeah, and especially at our level in the Almas, I'm sure we are the crew, the merch people, the setting up, and the performing. So we don't travel with a team like some other bands, do. So it all falls on us. So when we're done with the show, Berg and Eric shoulder a lot of it, and they're exhausted.
And like he was saying, loading in stuff, when you get to a venue, sometimes they have people that'll help. A lot of times it's you guys busting in all this heavy equipment, setting up all this heavy equipment, resting for a little bit, and then putting on a show. And then you got to tear it all back down and load it all back out. That's what people just don't understand. And,
Oh, and near the end of that run, end of 4 or 5 weeks on the road, you're shot. you're shot, or some people it works in reverse. But and you just want to get showered, be clean, and go about your day.
Very true.
Let me go get something to eat. You know what I mean? Yeah, if there's fans from the show that, come to a Denny's or wherever we decide to stop, whatever,
that's cool.
That's fine. I don't care. Plus I like it 2:00 in the morning whenever the old people are sitting in there like, who the hell is that? Staring at you, making that song true, feel the eyes upon you,
Yep. But it's fun.
But it's fun. It's fun. And, as long as, but, none of us should have to have our head on a swivel.
Very true.
Just so she can, be herself.
Exactly.
And, bigger clubs, usually it's controlled, but, the smaller ones sometimes.
It's usually the ones that are
not so much. But at the end of the day, if you go around punching everybody in the face, you don't make fans.
Very true. And you guys shouldn't have to put yourself through that anyways. There should be people to do that for you guys, because, what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they'll come after us anyways, and we'll get shut down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, guys, so I will let you guys go and
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
let you
Yep,
have
we're just
some,
gonna make our way through New York City to get to New
Bird
Jersey.
loves New York City.
Yeah, last
Loves
time I
driving.
I'll have a panic attack. New York City.
yes.
New York City.
Get your salsa from where?
You guys have a good night and stay
Thank
safe,
you.
please.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on again.
Yeah, no worries.
You guys have a safe trip.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Yep.
Sam.
All right.
Christy, you can take the lead.